Rolly, get that nigga Rolly. All right, that's a good shot.
Ryan Garcia would be an amazing fight. You know, me and Ryan sparred way back when. You know, we sparred twice, and there's always it's gonna be. I mean, that fight will sell out. I know that fight will sell out. That's one of those mega fights that me and Ryan. That's a fight I'm definitely interested in. It's beautiful.
There are some fights that feel like they were meant to happen. Some rivalries don't need to be forced, don't need to be manufactured, because the tension is already there waiting to explode. Ryan Garcia and Raleigh are two fighters with strong personalities, strong egos, and a history of back and forth exchanges, and in the recent phase 2 phase they collided again.
Rush coming into this fight?
Now, I mean, for me, it's all about getting in the gym, timing and everything. I feel like I have enough time to get it back. Of course, a 1.5 layoff sucks. But, you know.
Early knockout, or are you just going to let it come naturally?
I'm going to let it come naturally. You know, again, with a power puncher, you can't just force things. You run into a good shot. So for me, I'm going to, be on my top P's and Q's.
From the moment this fight was announced, it was clear that it wasn't going to be a respectful build-up. The bad blood had already been brewing for a long time. And when Ryan Garcia and Rolando Raleigh Romero came face to face, the atmosphere instantly turned hostile. In the most recent face to face, Ryan looked Raleigh straight in the eyes and let out a statement that for sure will leave some mark on Raleigh's mind. He leaned in and said, "I will make you look bad in that ring," and with the way Ryan's been training, it looks like he means.
Right.
You got the best left.
The best left in the world.
Raleigh didn't immediately respond, almost as if he needed a moment to process what was just said. But once he did, he fired right back, saying that Ryan had been avoiding this fight for years and that he wasn't going to let this moment slip away. He told the media, "You say my name, you're getting dealt with." But this is a thought Raleigh has always had in mind, that Ryan Garcia doesn't need any kind of intense preparation.
What's the game plan to beat Ryan Garcia?
I already got a game plan.
Security had to step in to separate them, but the damage was already done. The incident had turned into a battle of words, and it was clear that neither man was willing to let the other have the last say. RY wasn't going to let Ryan walk over him, and Ryan wasn't going to let Raleigh talk without a response. RY had been calling Ryan out for a long time, claiming that he had wanted this fight more than anything. He made it clear that he had been waiting for the moment to prove that Ryan wasn't as good as people made him out to be, and he had his reasons to believe that Ryan has been through a lot of ups and downs in his career. There have been moments when people questioned his dedication to boxing, moments when his personal life took center stage more than his fights. Raleigh took every opportunity to remind people that Ryan wasn't as focused as he should be, that his mind wasn't always in the right place.
Is a tremendous fighter. He's a tremendous fighter. The only people he cannot be happens to be myself, Gervonta Davis, and depression.
Ryan, on the other hand, wasn't holding back either. After Raleigh's loss to Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Ryan took to social media to troll Raleigh more. He suggested that Raleigh should consider influencer boxing, saying that YouTuber Dean the Great might actually be able to beat him. It was meant to be a joke. But it hit hard. Raleigh's loss to Cruz had already been tough to deal with. Getting mocked by Ryan only made things worse. According to some fans, Raleigh is definitely not on the same level with Ryan, and he might have just been lucky to get where he is.
What Ryan Garcia did a year ago, how concerned are you with that left hook that he is so proud of?
Not very concerned at all.
At all?
At all.
You're going to defend it? You're going to stop it? How do you...
Ryan isn't convinced. He has his own opinions about Raleigh's abilities and isn't hesitating to share them. He believed that Raleigh was overhyped, that he talked more than he performed, and that when the fight finally happened he would expose him in the worst way possible. But Raleigh wasn't one to stay silent. He had his own thoughts about Ryan. He always believed that Ryan was more interested in fame than in actual fighting, that his social media presence mattered more to him than his performance. Per says in the ring, he even brought up Ryan's past struggles, questioning whether he had the mental strength to handle a tough fight.
So when you see that, you know, there's a pattern, and when you start seeing a pattern, that's when you know something's up.
I mean, how do you see this fight playing out? Do you think it goes the distance, Rolly and your son?
I don't see it right now because the way Ryan is, when he's focused, look what happens to his opponent. You know, I mean, he does drop him. He does drop him. So when he's focused like this, he's very dangerous.
And what is the drug testing in this fight, you know?
The thing about this fight is that both men have something to prove. Ryan wants to show that he is still one of the best in the game, that he is not just a popular figure, but a real fighter with real skills. Raleigh wants to show that he belongs at the top, that his loss to Cruz was just a bad night, and that he is better than people think. But only one of them will be able to back up their words. There's another layer to this fight that makes it even more personal. Both Ryan and Raleigh have been involved in the Sam boxing circles for years. They have sparred before, they have shared trainers, gyms, and even promotional ties, and that history plays a role in the way they view each other. Raleigh has never hidden the fact that he doesn't respect Ryan's boxing style. He thinks Ryan is all lash, no substance. He even said that Ryan's speed is overrated and that his chin is weak, but Ryan has made it clear that he doesn't think much of Raleigh's skills either. He sees Raleigh as a fighter who got lucky with the right opportunities, but isn't actually elite. This fight is also happening at an interesting time in their careers. Ryan is coming off his controversial situation with the what testing drama, where some people still believe he got away with something. He's also had some of the most unpredictable social media behavior, going from religious messages to wild, unfiltered rants. Some think it's all an act, just a way to hype up his fights, while others believe there's something deeper going on with him.
You talk about it in sparring.
Yeah,
How many years ago was that?
8.
And you think that's relevant to this fight? You think you learned something back then you can take forward to this fight?
Nah, I wasn't really trying to learn that.
Rolly, on the other hand, is coming off a brutal loss where he got completely overwhelmed by Pitbull Cruz. A lot of people think he was never a real champion, that he only got a belt because he fought Ismael Barroso, a Charlize-year-old fighter who many believe was robbed in that fight. And that's what makes this fight even more intense. Both men need this win to prove that they are still relevant at the highest level of the sport. When the bell rings, the talking stops, and that's when we'll see who was right. All along, Ryan believes he'll make Raleigh look bad, that his speed and power will be too much. Raleigh believes he'll break Ryan, that once Ryan gets pressured he'll fold, and the truth, it could go either way. This isn't just a boxing match, it's a statement. And when the dust settles, only one of them will still have something to say.
It's harder. Ryan Garcia with his left hook or Rolly Romero. Gervonta Tank Davis fought both of them.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. They people be sleeping on Rolly. Rolly can hit, bro. Like, he can hit. He's the only person I felt like when he swung, felt like bricks was in his hood. And Rolly put out the upset. I don't want to say that crazy, but yeah.